FactVerse Science.
Hey explorers! Ready for a mind-blowing science fact? Let's dive in!
Across the vast, shimmering blue of the Taiwan Strait, two worlds watch each other in silence. For decades, the island of Taiwan has stood as a beacon of democracy and technological innovation. Across the water, the mainland of China continues its rapid rise as a global economic powerhouse. The question of why no invasion has occurred is complex, woven with threads of history and strategy. First, the geography of the Taiwan Strait is a formidable barrier for any modern military force. Rough seas and unpredictable weather patterns make large-scale amphibious landings incredibly dangerous and difficult to execute. Beyond the waves, the economic cost of such a conflict would be catastrophic for the entire world. Taiwan produces the vast majority of the world's most advanced semiconductor chips, powering everything we use. A war would instantly halt this supply, plunging global markets into a deep and lasting recession. China relies heavily on global trade to sustain its own growth and maintain internal social stability. An invasion would trigger immediate crippling sanctions from nations across the globe, isolating the mainland economy. Furthermore, the military risks are immense, as the island is heavily fortified with modern defensive systems. The prospect of a long, drawn-out conflict threatens to drain resources and weaken the ruling government's position. Diplomatic ties also play a crucial role in keeping the peace within this tense, narrow corridor. Many nations maintain unofficial relations with Taiwan, signaling that the island's status is of global concern. These international partnerships create a web of deterrence that makes unilateral action far more costly than expected. The leadership in Beijing prefers to achieve reunification through peaceful means, utilizing economic and political influence. They hope that over time, the island will naturally align itself with the mainland's vision and goals. This strategy of gray zone tactics aims to wear down resolve without ever firing a single shot. It involves constant military exercises, cyber operations, and diplomatic pressure to keep the island on edge. Yet, the people of Taiwan remain resilient, cherishing their freedom and their unique way of life daily. They continue to build their society, fostering innovation while keeping a watchful eye on the horizon. The international community remains deeply invested in maintaining the status quo, fearing the chaos of war. Every day that passes without conflict is a testament to the power of deterrence and diplomacy. The cost of war is simply too high for any rational actor to consider as a first option. Instead, the world watches, hoping that dialogue will eventually replace the threat of military force entirely. The future of the region remains uncertain, hanging in the balance of global politics and strategy. Leaders must weigh the ambition of unification against the reality of a deeply interconnected global economy. Peace is maintained not by the absence of tension, but by the careful management of it. Both sides understand that a single miscalculation could change the course of history forever and irreversibly. Technology continues to evolve, changing the nature of defense and the way nations project their power. Cyber warfare has become a new front, where battles are fought in silence without physical destruction. This shift allows for pressure to be applied without crossing the threshold into open-armed conflict. The United States remains a key player, providing defensive support that complicates any potential invasion plans. This presence acts as a stabilizer, ensuring that no single party feels emboldened to act rashly. The delicate dance continues, with each move calculated to avoid the brink of a total catastrophe. History shows us that trade and prosperity are often the best antidotes to the drums of war. As long as both sides remain integrated into the global system, the incentive for peace remains. The people on both sides of the strait share deep cultural roots that transcend political divides. These shared traditions offer a glimmer of hope for a future defined by cooperation rather than conflict. Education and cultural exchange programs continue to bridge the gap, fostering understanding between the younger generations. Perhaps one day, the political barriers will soften, allowing for a more harmonious relationship to emerge. Until then, the world remains focused on the importance of maintaining peace in this vital region. The status quo, while imperfect, provides the stability necessary for millions to live, work, and thrive. It is a fragile peace, but one that is guarded by the collective wisdom of nations. The lessons of the past remind us that war is a failure of imagination and diplomacy. By choosing dialogue, leaders can avoid the tragedy of destruction and build a better tomorrow. The story of the Taiwan Strait is still being written day by day by those involved. It is a story of patience, strategy, and the enduring human desire for security and prosperity. As the sun sets over the water, the lights of the island shine brightly against the dark. They represent a commitment to progress and the strength of a society that values its independence. Across the sea, the mainland continues its march toward modernization, seeking its place in the world. Both entities are locked in a complex embrace, defined by their differences and their shared future. The real reason for the peace is the realization that the price of war is too high. It is a shared understanding that the risks far outweigh any potential gains of an invasion. May the wisdom of restraint continue to prevail, keeping the waters of the strait calm today. The world watches with bated breath, hoping for a resolution that honors the will of all. Let us value the peace we have, nurturing the connections that keep our world spinning forward. The future is not set in stone, but shaped by the choices we make every single day. May reason and diplomacy always guide the hands of those who hold the fate of nations.
Like and subscribe to the channel if you want more such videos!